First of all, I'd like to have Dr. Arnold Tabuenca, please, viene enfrente aquí, por favor. So, Doctor, I guess you're something pretty special when it comes to that big hospital out there in Moreno Valley. Ever since I've known you, you've been a professional, and whenever there's been problems, you've always answered them and everything else. So, with that, today, myself and my colleagues are going to read off a very, very fan. I think we might even had to get a bigger frame for this one. It's got so much stuff on it. So, if you'll please indulge us. This is a proclamation honoring Dr. Arnold Tabuenca, and whereas Dr. Tabuenca knew early in life that he would follow his father's footsteps to become a surgeon who sought to inspire new doctors to serve with great medical skill and human compassion, and whereas Dr. Tabuenca earned his medical degree from the Rosario National University and completed a residency in general surgery at Loma Linda Medical Center, during which time his residency training brought him to care for vulnerable patients at RUHS Medical Center. And you want to take that third one?
Where'd you leave off? All right. Whereas upon completing his residency at Loma Linda, he became trauma director at the County Medical Center, and in 2010 was named Chief Medical Officer and founding program director of the hospital's general residency program. And whereas Dr. Tabuenca led the expansion of RUHS medical residencies from one program in family medicine to 11 fully accredited residency programs, training hundreds of doctors and medical students annually, helping to ensure a pipeline of inland providers. And
whereas Dr. Tabuenca promotes an environment of collegiality, discovery, and accountability, helping physicians and clinicians improve access to care and bringing services directly to at-risk communities. And whereas he has empowered doctors, nurses, and clinicians hospital-wide with the resources they need to reduce healthcare-associated infections and help the medical center become a designated stroke center in Riverside County's only level 1 trauma center verified by the American College of Surgeons. And
whereas today he serves as the chair of the Department of Surgery for the School of Medicine at UC Riverside and a professor of surgery at the UC Riverside and Loma Linda Schools of Medicine, having earned several prestigious recognitions and awards throughout his career. And whereas he has been an unwavering leader who has navigated RUHS Medical Center through many challenges and changes, and who has been unquieted champion, I like that one, for the underserved, a mentor to many who recognize the quality of his character and his consistent treatment of all people with respect and dignity.
And whereas the poor doctors had to put up with Jen, and we understand. Sorry. Now therefore, be it resolved on October 25th, 2022, the Board of Supervisors does hereby formally rename the Outpatient Surgery Center Department and the new Medical Surgery Center as the Dr. Arnold Tabuenca Surgery Center to memorialize the outstanding contributions of a surgeon and a healer who exemplifies the very best in servant leadership and the human spirit. Congratulations.
So I want, hold this for a second, Dr. Tabuenca. I wanted to really illustrate the difference between politicians and surgeons. We just went ahead and we delivered you something with 5 different parts. Can you imagine if his surgical team did the same thing? Okay, Manny, it's time for you to take this scalpel and you take the rest of it. No, I mean, it shows that this guy, not only has he put together a phenomenal team, but he's brought this whole medical center up to a level that it hasn't ever seen. So a couple words from our...
Okay. Well, I really want to thank the board and the hospital. This is nothing short than overwhelming, something that I have never expected. And I really think that an honor like this cannot belong to one person. And I feel that I'm very fortunate to work at a hospital that is being blessed by God to serve the community. I really believe that. And I'm very fortunate to work at a hospital where I'm surrounded by the most wonderful medical staff that is always aiming for higher quality. And many of them are here, and PhDs and nurses and ancillary staff that is always willing to partner and work as a team with the physicians to improve healthcare. And I'm also fortunate to having worked at a time when Zari Serafian came to transform the health system in Riverside County. And as a smart man as he is, he brought Jen Cruikshank, which is the best CEO that I have ever worked with. And she has a rare ability to put a lot of pressure mixed with a lot of kindness. And that's how he gets things done. And then finally, I feel so fortunate because I have always had by my side the love of my life, my wife of 44 years. She has been my rock. She has been willing to put up with less weekends or evenings or nights. And whenever I might have gotten discouraged, she was there to give me the strength to continue. So all this is to say that this honor that you gave to me as an individual cannot belong to me. It belongs to everybody that surrounds me, because without them, I would have never been able to do whatever I may have done. So thank you very much.
Dr. T, you couldn't have said it better. I look around the room and I see a room of all-stars. You've been lucky to work with them, huh? Yes. Yeah, but you're the MVP right now. So thank you for all you've done for Riverside County and our hospital.
Thank you.
All right, guys, let's go down and let's get some good pictures with this handsome young doctor.
One thing I want to share is I wish we were at the hospital for this meeting. I'm the only one that wants it there, but because I love seeing how excited you get when you share. You become very animated, and you could tell that that's your second love is the hospital, and how much that you care about the staff and the hospital, the patients, just everything about it. You just come to life. So it's very appropriate to name after you.
If I may just add very quickly, thank you, Dr. Tabuenca, for everything you've done for our communities. Muchas gracias. De parte de la comunidad latina and all the folks that are out here right now, thank you so much. I think access to healthcare is a social justice issue. I think it's very important that we bring as many possibilities of healthcare access to our communities as much as possible, including Cathedral City and including anywhere else in Riverside County. I just want to put that plug in there. That way we can name all those clinics after Dr. Tabuenca. Just saying. Thank you so much.
This is where he cringes, but I'm not going to pick on him. 10 years ago, roughly, I got appointed when I first came to the board to the hospital, part of the board committees. I went to 2 meetings, and I vowed never to go back. Never to go back. It was so difficult to work with the leadership team in place. Fast forward to where we are today with all of you and all of you. It's such a dramatic change that has occurred there. I don't have questions anymore. I know it's run by a competent, professional team out there, and that's in large part by you and Jen and the entire team that's here today. So you have all made a terrific, to your point, you have all contributed to a terrific change and enhancement at that facility and the services, and I congratulate all of you.